Hey everybody, my name is Gavin Pritchard and I'm a registered dietitian and chef with the sports nutrition program at Stanford Hospital. Today we're talking about breakfast for athletes. Now we all hear breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It definitely is, but for athletes it's an essential. What it's going to do for an athlete is a couple things. It's going to set them up for a high energy day, number one. Number two, it's going to help stabilize blood sugar throughout the day. Number three, it's going to help prevent cravings for sweets and treats. And it's also, number four, going to hopefully prevent any unwanted weight gain. So if you're an athlete or you're an active person, definitely starting your day with breakfast is really important. There's a couple things to keep in mind with breakfast and timing of breakfast and when you exercise. If you're somebody who exercises in the afternoon, having a breakfast within an hour or two of waking up, it should be no problem. We don't have to really give any consideration to timing. Make sure you have that breakfast and move through your day. If you're somebody who exercises in the morning, for example, you want to give a little bit more thought to timing. Breakfast, you wouldn't want to eat 30 minutes, 40 minutes, bigger breakfast that's going to sit in your stomach and maybe create some challenges in terms of digestion and whatnot while you're out exercising or out on the road running. So if you're exercising in the morning, have a little bit of something that's quick and easy, digestible before you go out, and make sure within probably 45 minutes to an hour of finishing exercise in the morning that you have a really good solid breakfast. What I like to recommend when you're thinking about breakfast is a couple things. Make sure it has a great source of carbohydrate that can come from dairy products, it can come from fruit, it can come from vegetables, and it can definitely come from whole grains. That carbohydrate that's incorporated in that breakfast is going to do a great job to help us reload our muscle glycogen or our muscle energy stores to help us get ready for our next exercise session, and again to help us prevent getting really, really hungry later in the day. So making sure that you have good protein in your breakfast, for example from eggs, maybe it's from cheese, maybe it's from some other dairy like yogurt, certainly does a really great job to help our muscles repair and build themselves post-exercise. We call that muscle synthesis. Gives us the best opportunity to maximize that as we move throughout the day. So a lot of athletes I work with, a lot of active people say, you know what, I get up in the morning, I don't feel like cooking anything, I'm rushed, I get breakfast at work or I skip and I just go right on to lunch. Not a great strategy. Any way that you can get something in your system in the morning, whether it's post-exercise or within an hour or two of waking up, really is going to do a great job for your body as an athlete moving throughout the day. We're going to make two great, easy, quick, 5-minute or less breakfasts here today. One's a smoothie and one's what I call a wake and take sandwich. That's going to be some great options for you during your week. So the first one's a smoothie, and it has only 6 ingredients. They're all natural. What I like to do is I like to take my blender and fill it with my smoothie ingredients and keep it in my fridge the night before. So all I have to do is take it out in the morning, pop it on the blender, put the lid on, and boom, I'm ready to go. I put it in a to-go mug, I'm out the door. It gives us some options for quick, easy, on-the-go nutrition. Here we're going to take some frozen fruit, real easy to keep in the freezer. If fresh fruit's not available, fresh berries are out of season, they're expensive, you want to rely on frozen, go for it. Just as easy. We're going to take some nice, lean, lower fat milk. You could use soy milk, you could use almond milk, coconut milk. And we're going to pour that in. I've got a secret ingredient here, roasted beets. Now I do these ahead of time. I keep them in the fridge and I add them in because getting an extra vegetable for anybody does nothing but support good health and good sport performance. And it just happens that beets are a food that have been shown to potentially help us improve our performance in exercise and sport. So I love to include them in there. A lot of people don't like beets, but I think you'll really enjoy them in this smoothie. We're going to add some great flavor from some cinnamon or some pumpkin pie spice or powdered ginger, whatever you like, add it in there. A little bit of your favorite sweetener. This is honey. We're going to add that in. So you guys, our last ingredient for this smoothie is a fresh banana, a couple servings of fruit in here, some vegetables, some lean protein. Can't beat it. It's going to taste great. We're going to put it on our blender, give it a zip. and we're ready to go. Put this in a travel mug, you're out the door, or have a glass at home. There's always extra. Keep it in the fridge for a snack later in the day or even breakfast the next morning. So there's our red, white, and blueberry smoothie. The next breakfast we're going to do is a really quick wake and take sandwich. A lot of athletes, when they skip breakfast at home, they end up maybe going to a fast food restaurant and grabbing a really high calorie, high fat breakfast sandwich, for example. Why do that when you can make something really simple at home that, again, takes 5 minutes or less? What we're going to start with is 2 fresh eggs. I can use egg whites if I want. I can use, container eggs if I want to use that instead of having to even crack my own. But for this, we're going to take 2 fresh eggs, crack them in our bowl. And again, if I don't even want to do this in the morning, get it done the night before. Whisk it up, keep it in your fridge. All we have to do is take it out the next day and cook it up really quickly. Right? A lot of athletes I meet say, hey, I don't like to do any cooking in the morning because then I have dishes sitting in the sink for the day. It takes time. I don't want to saute up that spinach and put it in the eggs and make a mess. So, hey, why not use our microwave? Everybody pretty much has one. Take advantage of it. Got some scrambled eggs in here. We're going to add some great protein from this lower fat, reduced fat, shredded sharp cheddar cheese. And we're going to actually add another vegetable. Instead of sauteing that spinach up, why don't we keep some frozen veggies in our freezer, like this chopped spinach. I take it, add it right in there. Gives it nice color, nice flavor. We're just going to stir that around a little bit. I can add a pinch of salt or some pepper or some other vegetables if I like. We're going to take it and we're going to pop it in the microwave for about 2 minutes. Hey guys, while those eggs are cooking, what we're going to do is we're going to find a home for them. And what I recommend and what I like to use is 100% whole wheat English muffin. It's a great source of carbohydrate energy that's going to help us restore muscle glycogen in our muscles after we exercise, or it's just going to give us a nice energy boost as we move towards our next snack and meal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these eggs out of the microwave. I think they're done. Let's check them out. If you find that they're a little bit loose and runny still, what you can do is give the microwave an extra 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever it needs. But these are ready to go. They look great. I'm just going to lift them right out of this bowl, set it on my toasted English muffin. If you want to top it with salsa or something fun like that, you can certainly go ahead and do it. Put your lid on, wrap it in some tin foil or a paper towel or whatever to keep it clean if you want while you're traveling. And there you go, guys. We have 2 great breakfasts this morning. We have a wake and take sandwich. We have a beet berry smoothie. Real easy, real simple. What I'd like you guys to do is have a great day. Start it with a great breakfast. Again, thank you. My name is Gavin, and we're cooking real food for real athletes that's real good. Have a great day. For these recipes and others, and more tips on how to include real food for real athletes that's really good, check out our website.